Pika. Hey guys, what's going on? Jimmypikachuchoi here, and some of you have been asking me how to make my peach tart or Pfirsichkuchen or Pfirsichkuchen, and so I'm just gonna run by it step by step. Pretty easy, very simple, and anyone can make it. It's really easy. So, what we are going to do, we got our ingredients prepped for the most part. We got fresh peaches here. We got peach preserves there. We're going to use that a little bit later on. First thing we got to do is make the dough. Dough is pretty easy. 5 ingredients. We got baking powder, just a 1/4 teaspoon. We got 1/2 cup of sugar. We got 125 grams of butter, melted. Unsalted, salted, I think I use salted for this, but I usually don't care what type of butter I get. If you're one that's a little bit pickier regarding what type of butter to use, then feel free to go about with the unsalted or creamy, or whatever types they got nowadays. We got 100 grams of flour. Wait. No, that's not right. 150 grams of flour, so that should be 1 cup of flour. And then we got 2 eggs. That is it. That is all we need for our cake part. So what we're going to do first, and pardon me guys, I do not have anything to keep this camera still. So we're going to get 2 eggs in here first. Will this even work? Do I have anything to hold this up? No, I do not. Okay, I'm going to try to crack these eggs with one hand. Alright, we got 1. We got 2. There we go. Make sure there are no shells in there. Definitely don't want to get people eating that. Alright, while we're doing that, we are going to add the 75 grams or 1/2 cup of sugar in there. So we're going to do that right now. And so what we're going to do is we're going to mix this until we have kind of a creamyish texture. I know you baking professionals at home probably have your own mixer. I do not. So I just use a fork, and I don't mix it perfectly until it's perfectly creamy all the way, as you can see. But good enough. And we're going to be mixing a lot of these ingredients together. I'm sure that if it's creamier, it's going to have maybe a better texture with the cake. I am not too picky about that. At least the people that eat my cake, they're not too picky about that. Anyway, kind of smooth, not creamy, but it looks creamy on the outside. Anyway, that's it for that. Easy. Next step, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder along with our 1 cup of flour, and mix those two together. I can't find my 1/4 teaspoon cup or spoon, so I'm gonna have to guesstimate. So this is definitely a little too much. There we go. It's about a 1/4. That is not 1/4. There we go. That's about a 1/4 teaspoon. Gonna add that in there. Just mix that around. And the way I'm gonna mix this up, I'm just gonna use a fork. Simple as that. Alright. Should be pretty simple. If you have any better suggestions on ratios of flour to sugar to butter or anything, feel free to give me suggestions. I'm always open to them. Only thing, I do not like super American sweet stuff. So anything with a lot of sugar in there, I will thank you for it, but I'm probably going to reduce that amount because I just can't take that amount of sugar these days. Alright, so you got that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to be mixing the flour and the baking powder mixture into the creamy egg and sugar mixture. So that's what we're going to do next. Is there any better lighting that we can use? This will do for now. Alright. Oh my gosh. Okay. Then just start mixing. We're going to have... It's not going to take too long. Probably a minute or two at the most. Maybe if you have a professional mixer, it'll take much less time. But remember, after we do this, we are going to be mixing up all of this butter in here, which is a lot. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to hold it with my chin and talk at the same time and mix. Sorry, guys. Try to make this easy. All right. Okay, so we're getting this mixed up, which is really good. This is going to be really tricky holding this. I gotta get something to hold this up, so it's going to be easier. Use my head, Jimmy. I have a head. Do it for some. Use it for some. Alright. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I should have thought of this beforehand. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Something else that's high. Same height. Alright, I'm gonna use a wine bottle and a cereal box. Oh shoot. That is not gonna work, is it? Okay, forget it. We're just gonna... We got this right now. The mixture. Now we're going to slowly add this butter, which we've melted. What we want to do, we want to make sure that it's melted, but not melted to the point that it's super hot, temperature-wise. Otherwise, it's going to ruin the cake mixture. So it's definitely cooled down now, which is good. We're going to adding this butter little by little. Alright, this is the only way I'm going to be able to do this now. Okay, add some more butter. Like I said, this is a really easy cake mix recipe. Right. Now we're going to add the last of the butter. Oh, God. And guys, I'm very sorry about the quality of this, but yeah, this is going to be very difficult for me. Okay. We're almost done with it, though. Anyway, once this is completely mixed up to our liking, what we're going to do is we're going to refrigerate it for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Doing that, it's going to make a more solid texture, and in doing that we can kind of shape it a little bit more easily. So that's what we're going to do first. So let's put that in the fridge. Do we have room? That's always a question. Oh my, we have no room. Give me a second. There's definitely not that much room here, guys. Okay, this will have to do for now. I'm just going to put it in there and let it sit for about 15-20 minutes. So I'm going to pause. We got everything else done for the most part. So once that is done, what we're going to be doing, guys, is just going to be putting it onto this casserole dish. And everything else we're going to do, we just have to put the peaches in and the peach preserves in. And that's it. The peach preserves that I made, it's pretty simple to make. I think it's only 4 key ingredients. It's just peaches, sugar, lemon juice, and pectin. So, yeah, that's it. Other than that, it's just the time that it takes to melt the sugar down and try and dehydrate the peaches as much as possible without trying to burn it or caramelize it too much in any way. And the pectin is kind of like a preservative, so it'll help. The pectin and the lemon juice are kind of like preservative type agents, where pectin is more of a preservative. It kind of gelatinizes this whole composition or construction together. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the 15 minutes then. So I'm gonna pause this video, and once the dough is done, we're gonna get back to it, okay? Pause. Press pause. Alright guys, so can't see it very well, but our cake mixture is more or less like solid. Not quite solid, but enough that it's easy enough to form around this casserole dish pan. So that is what we're going to do next. So let me just take this entire mixture and put it in. Alright, getting there. Make sure your hands are washed thoroughly and dry. You might have to get your hands a little bit dirty. When you're cooking or baking and stuff, when are you not? Alright, so first things first, just going to try and form kind of like an even amount of dough throughout. Like, you don't think it's going to be actually that much, but when it starts rising, you'll be quite surprised at how much it starts fluffing up. Make sure you try to make it even throughout. What I do is I like to try and form edges also. Some people like the crust, so you can always have that option. If you don't like the crust, you don't have to necessarily do this. It's just a matter of preference. Alright, so that is it. We're done with the cake. Now it's time to start forming the filling. So, got a bunch of peach slices here. No reason why I really do this other than the fact that aesthetically, you know, just different colors from the peaches, along with the fact that they kind of form like straight lines, so when it's done baking, I can kind of like measure and cut how much I want, which is kind of why I do it also. I like the fact that I put naturally sweet and or sometimes tart peaches in here, so it gives a contrast of flavors compared to the peach preserves. There's our first step. Next, what we're going to do, we're just going to put a little bit of our peach preserves in here. Remember, these are sweet. Maybe not like super sweet, but definitely a lot of sugar. I think maybe I put a cup and a half of sugar. They asked for like 3 cups, so I said no, I'm not doing that. For the amount of peaches I had. I'm like, there's no way. But if you definitely like your sweet, feel free to put more in there. Alright. So we just keep doing this process over and over till, yeah, it's all the way filled up. It's pretty easy to make. And don't be stingy with these peaches. We got a lot. Oh wow, that was a very not so good job. What am I doing? There we go. Oh my. That is going to be a little bit of a disaster. You preferably want to try and get these peaches kind of standing, the fresh ones at least. So it creates kind of like a level. Alright, next set of peaches. But yeah, any questions? You don't necessarily have to do peaches. In Germany, I really love their Pflaumenkuchen, their plum pie, or plum tart, as we would probably call it. Very delicious. My German mom makes some of the best Pflaumenkuchen ever. And yeah, a lot of times with these European sweets and stuff, it's not necessarily about the sugar or hiding the tartness. It's kind of like celebrating the tartness or the flavors that you actually get from the fruit. Whereas in America, we kind of just like to mask all of that sour tartness with sugar. I'm definitely not like that, so... Yeah, you can make Pflaumenkuchen, you could probably make like an Apfelkuchen, apple cake. In fact, one of my alternate recipes for filling would probably be like an apple mix of like lemon with lemon juice, along with egg whites and some powdered sugar. Mix all of those together with some butter and then fill it up, fill this type of filling up. With vanilla, you could always use like vanilla pudding powder, or you can just add sugar along with some vanilla. And that's something that a lot of Asian people, it fancies their taste a lot. Not necessarily my American friends, though. They definitely don't think it's sweet enough, but I don't actually care too much about their preferences when it comes to that type of stuff. Alright. Can you guys see that? Oh, it's almost done. So, I'm gonna put it here and kind of see how it's looking. I'm gonna do a final layer of peaches here if I can. If I can't, then oh well. Yeah, lighting not the best, and my camera positioning, I'm definitely not doing the best job of layering my stuff. It's kind of difficult, actually. I'm impressed with how these like professional chefs and bakers and everyone in the culinary world are able to do this. Yeah, not my forte, guys. Alright. Final layer. Final row. Oh man. Alright, we got the filling. Alright. Perfect. And this is it. This is our Pfirsichkuchen, peach tart, peach pie, peach cake, Pfirsichkuchen, whatever, however you like to call it. It's ready to bake. And while we were doing that, and while we were waiting for my dough to form a little bit more, I preheat the oven, 350 degrees, 55 minutes. And that's it. So, without further ado, I'm going to put this beauty in the oven. Oh my god, that's hot. Alright. Alright, and that is it. Now, ovens vary a lot, so actually our oven is pretty powerful, so a lot of times when frozen pizza instructions tell us like do something in 25 minutes, we have to do it in like 20 minutes to 22 minutes, because if we do it in 25 minutes, the pizza gets burnt to crisp. So recipe says 55 minutes for normal ovens. If you have a more powerful oven, I would probably suggest 48 minutes, 50 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do now. And in the meantime, just going to probably just relax, guys. All right. And we'll see the results in 50 minutes, okay? Food is still baking right now. Just waiting. It's like kind of hailing and raining at the same time. It's kind of weird, but it's Wisconsin. We already are prepared for that type of stuff. If you guys didn't watch, we just did a Pokemon card opening with one of my favorite customers, Gracelyn. Her parents, Brooke and AJ, brought her over to our place to open Pokemon cards. And did you see what she gave me? Oh my god, it's so cute. It's a Pikachu ramen bowl with chopsticks. Or bowl de ramen avec des baguettes. And look at those chopsticks. They're so cute. They have like a Pikachu zap tail on there. And then she also gave me like some Pikachu cards. That was so sweet of her. Anyway, if you guys missed that, don't forget to watch that if you're Pokemon lovers. And if you know anyone that loves Pokemon or Pokemon card collecting, remember, we're working towards a goal of 1,000 subscribers to get ad revenue, but for the time being, we're trying to get 750 subscribers. Once that happens, we're going to do a Pokemon card opening along with this giveaway, giving away this really rare pack of shiny, giving this very rare pack of Korean Pokemon cards from the Shiny collection. And it is very cute. Look at this. So, yeah. Don't forget to sub to our channel, guys. Every sub will definitely help us out in our fighting game community and help me get better as a fighting game player. So, don't forget. Alright. I think we got about half an hour left, so I'm going to pause this again, and we'll see what the status is in half an hour. Okay, see you guys later. Oh my god, 10 more minutes left, guys. I don't think I can wait any longer. Anyway, so once the pie is done, the tart is done, pretty simple. Just take it out, let it cool. A little bit of purotsuka, or powdered sugar, and that should do the job. If you like, you can always use your own heavy cream, heavy whipping cream to make your own whipped cream to go along with it. I usually don't put too much sugar in there though, just a very bare amount, kind of to give it a more creamier type of flavor or taste in your palate. And probably a little bit of lemon zest and what was that called? Oh yeah, vanilla. Duh. Anyway, that would be all I would use to make whipping cream. It's pretty good. I don't have any on hand right now, otherwise I'd be making it right now. Yeah, but then, yeah, feel free to eat it with fresh peach slices or peach preserves if you like it a little bit on the sweeter side. Add some powdered sugar as well, and yeah, it'll look really good. Anyway, we are waiting and waiting and waiting, and this is torture right now. This is more torturous than waiting to open up your Pokemon cards. Subjective, my opinion, but others would find it more torturous not to be able to wait. To not be able to open their Pokemon cards and wait forever for that. So, yeah. So, we got 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. I'm going to pause this again, and when we play or start recording again, we will see the fruits of our labor. Okay, guys, we are waiting. We got 1 more minute left. I'm so excited for this. I can't believe I waited 50 minutes. Yeah. But, yeah, we are going to get our oven mitts on. Make sure we don't burn ourselves. So, that's what we're going to do first. Let's see. We got handy oven mitt. Hello. We got our oven mitt here. Probably going to do it with one hand. Yeah, because there's no way I'm going to be able to lift it up and record at the same time. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. All right, 1 minute, guys. Come on. Let's do it. All right, it's totally been a minute now. Okay. I'm going to turn the oven off. Ready, set, and ooh, hot. It's hot. There we go. That is our peach tart pie. Not the prettiest looking in presentation, sorry. I go for taste, not necessarily looks. Anyway, you can see all of that peachy goodness there. Oh my god. Alright, just gonna set it down on our stovetop. Lighting looks really bad with that. Does that look better? It makes it look like pepperoni or something, or tomatoes. Okay, turn the lighting off. That's probably better. I guess looks a little bit better that way. Yeah, this thing is extremely hot though, guys, so always be careful and make sure you put your protective gear on. Yeah, this is hot. Okay, I'm gonna let it cool. Oh my god, that smells so good. But so once it's cooled down, what we're going to do is we're going to actually sprinkle powdered sugar on it. You put it on right now, it's just going to kind of disintegrate. Let's kind of show you. I don't actually have a proper sifter of any sort to dispense this powdered sugar, but let's just show you what it looks like. Oh my god. I totally screwed that up, guys. There we go. But what's going to happen is it's just going to kind of start melting. So you don't actually get to see the nice visuals or contrast. Which is why we wait till it cools down before we actually do it. Otherwise, eat it as is. Wow, that's a big clump there. Yeah, that's kind of what it would look like if I had a better means to distribute that powdered sugar. But yeah, as you can see, the powdered sugar is slowly melting in with all the peaches, so it makes it a little difficult. It's going to be a little bit sweeter than I'd like. Well, no. We minimally put some powdered sugar on there, so it'll be fine. Anyway, this is my Pfirsichkuchen, PeachTkuchen, peach pie, PeachTart, however you want to call it. Anyway, very simple recipe. Probably hour 20 of your time, but while you're waiting to do other things like waiting for the dough to set a little bit for 15 minutes or waiting for the pie to bake for 50 minutes, you can do so many things while you're waiting. You know, prepping your heavy cream or whipping cream, or doing chores at home, washing dishes, setting dishes, taking dishes out of the dishwasher, putting them in the cabinets or drawers, doing laundry, folding laundry, whatever. 50 minutes goes by real fast. So, not that I did any of those things. I washed some dishes though. But yeah, normally I try to find a way to use all of my time up efficiently. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, we'll probably do... I know I've been saying that I'd be doing a spaghetti squash or Korean squash spaghetti sauce recipe. So I'm definitely working on that. Just got to wait for another Korean squash to grow. And yeah, we will be doing that later. Anyway, enjoy this peach pie, guys. I know I will.